All right, so we are here with part 7. So for this part, it's a lot to cover, and we're gonna actually be jumping into a trade. So if you're ready for that, this is gonna take some of your time. I need you to go ahead and open your laptop, your phone, whatever you wanna use. I like to use both. So if you're on your phone, again, we got MetaTrader 4. Go ahead and open up that app. And then we have tradingview.com. It's free. All of this is free. So you can just go ahead and pull up the charts. But first, we're going to get into some steps. So, steps for creating your trades. First, you're going to decide if you're a day trader, a scalper trader, a quick trader, or whatever type of trader. Go ahead and research and see what type of trader do you want to be. Because some of these trades might take a few minutes, might take a few hours, a few days, a few weeks, a month, I don't know. It depends on what type of trade you're placing. So you just want to pretty much know exactly what you're doing. So when you're in MetaTrader, it should show you different times. So it'll say like M1, M5, M15, and that'll just mean like the 15 minute. So M15, 15 minute. So if you're looking at the 15-minute chart, you're probably going to be getting a quicker trade. You know, I know a lot of people like to stick to a tip of 10 pips and dip. So if that's what you like, if you're trying to keep your moolah, you're trying to make sure you ain't risking too much, 10 pips and dip. Try not to get too greedy unless you're really good with the charts, especially for beginners. You want to just take it easy, use your demo account, test that out, and then go to your real account. And maybe leverage a bit more if that's something that you're willing to risk. So again, you want to decide your currency pair. We just talked about that in the last part. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. After you figure out your currency pair, you're going to analyze your chart. And so you're also going to ask yourself, what do the candlesticks tell me? So if you haven't already, go ahead and maybe research the candlesticks, see how they are. You can even buy a book on it. There's a lot of different things with candlesticks that you might not know of. There's even apps for it. If they tell you something like, oh, well, we're going to be jumping soon, so you might want to get out, or I don't know, you just want to look at it. There's also, different strategies people can use. So if you have a certain strategy you like to use, if that's what you like, cool. There's also the support lines, and you're going to use your resistant lines. You can even use indicator tools to help you out with that. And if you guys want to see a video on that, I can help you out too. Research yourself and see exactly how you do these things. So once you get all of your analysis out the way, you got you see that the chart is downtrending, you see it's uptrending, you see that it's gonna take 15 minutes and you're gonna get your money, or you see that you want to trade on the hour chart. Cool beans, no problem. And so even if you're trading on these hour charts or the 15-minute charts, that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get your money in 15 minutes, depending on your analysis. It's how you do it. If you're going up a lot of pips, maybe it could take longer. So now we're gonna get into the steps, guys. You guys have come a long way, and this is what you all have been waiting for. Placing your trade. This is what you want. This is how you make your money, right? So now you're gonna open the MetaTrader 4 app if you haven't already, and you're gonna use your demo account for practice or your real account for some action. All right, and so that's step 1. Step 2, under the quotes tab, click the plus sign in the right corner to add any pairs to the quotes tab. So if you see that you don't have any of the main common trades that I told you in the part 6, again, if you haven't seen part 6, go ahead and jump back to that so you can see the common trades. But if you don't see those there, you can go into the app under quotes tab. There's like a plus sign in the right hand corner. Click it, find whichever one you're looking for, and just add it. All right, so you're gonna go back to the quotes tab and you're gonna pick something. I don't know what you want to do, but let's say you're using euro to USD. All right, and so I just want you guys to note again that any indice pairs you add, so again, if you are adding in that plus tab section, there's indices. Those type of trades are a little bit more leverage, so you want to be cautious with those because you might end up over leveraging if you don't do it right, or sometimes it won't even put you in the trade because that type of trade is just a lot going on with it. Like you need a lot more money, or you might end up losing a lot more money, so you have to be prepared for that with indices. So these common trades, they're pretty cool because you get like $10, you get like $1, you get like quick money here and there. And so just want to let that be known. Use caution. You can gain and you can lose. Okay, so before you finish putting in any of your analysis, you want to tell yourself, how much am I looking to risk, right? Because it's not necessarily saying you're going to lose anything, but it's also not necessarily saying you're going to win anything, because again, you can be wrong and it's okay, because that's how you be right. You mess up and you're just like, okay, well, I see that in this chart. I didn't realize that it was an uptrending chart, so I didn't take a proper analysis, right? Or you might see, okay, I messed up with my support lines here. It's actually more support here than there. And you're like, okay, cool. I see that I can do better on my next trade, right? So don't get discouraged. You want to keep practicing. Use your demo account. Don't over leverage if you're using your real account unless you're willing to risk. That's the key. All right, so I'm not finished with the steps just yet, but I did want to show you guys a cool app that I use. It's called JCP, and I'll just go into it. It's a really interesting app that teaches you about candlesticks. That's an ad. But like I said, you guys want to research candlesticks because they say different, they mean different things, and you can basically just learn about it. So if you're into this, you can just practice around and see what the candlesticks do. It kind of just tells you what certain candlesticks are. So you can see that it's the charts and it just shows the candlesticks, and it's pretty cool. And I know a lot of people are wondering, what strategies can I use? The strategy that you need to use is support lines, resistant lines, unless you notice other things in the chart. There's so many other strategies. So you have to, see what works good for you. I know a lot of people also use a method of a big candle and a little candle, and I don't really like to use it too often because I can't really tell. Okay, there's a lot of candles that are different sizes to me, so I'm like, how do you know if it's a big candle near a little candle? It gets weird, but trust me, there's some truth to this. So go ahead and just look at, okay, where is it showing some support maybe? And so I don't really know, but I don't know what chart this is or anything, but if you go in the JCP app and you see this chart, you can play around with it. Your money's not in there, it's just fake play money or whatever. Same in the demo account, basically monopoly money. And so you see, you're like, okay, there's resistance there. Maybe it's gonna stay there. And you keep going and going, and whoa, it went back up. Sorry, my screen's flipping out. And you see some more resistance there. You're like, okay, maybe it's gonna stay there, and whoa, it went down eventually. So it's just about looking at the charts and analyzing them. That's the key. So go ahead, analyze your charts. Use resistant lines, support lines. Like I said, support lines would be where you see candlesticks lined up in a straight line. You say, boom, you my support. All right, you gonna help me out, and that's what you do. Use that support line to your advantage. Step 3, under quotes tab, pick your pair and first click chart. Then when ready, click the pair again and select trade. All right, step 4, this is an example. Click URUSD, which is euro compared to the US dollar, and click trade. You can watch part 5 of the video, which is in the description box below, of the different positions when trading. So depending on your type of trade, select either market execution, buy limit, buy stop, or sell stop, and be sure to set your lot size depending on your account size. All right, so again, if you have $100 in your account, you should be using the micro lot size, which would be 0.01. And if you need to go back to that video again, that's gonna be part 5. All right, so once you do that, we have step 5. Lastly, set your stop loss, your take profit, and your price. Now, just to let you know, if you're using market execution, you'll only have take profit and stop loss that you'll have to add. The price option won't be there because market execution is an immediate trade. Once your trade hits the prediction line, the prediction price line, it will either turn blue for gains or red for loss. And lastly, stop 7, you can go into your current trades to adjust the lot sizes or cancel and accept your current losses or gains. So if by chance you go into your MetaTrader 4 and you see that you're losing money in your trade and you're not happy with that, you can go ahead and cancel it. But just know sometimes it may take a while for your trade to hit your prediction. So again, sometimes trades can take an hour, sometimes it can take a couple of days. I made a trade, it took me 3 days to get $10, and so I was in the red for a minute. I probably lost a few dollars, but I gained more money than I lost. So you just have to know that. And again, ask yourself, if I'm going up 10 pips, am I willing to lose X amount of dollars? And am I willing to gain X amount of dollars? Because there's always an option for the other one. Right, so I wanted to show you guys what it looks like in MetaTrader 4 when you're placing a trade. So I'll go ahead and just show you guys really quickly. So if we trade US Euro, you're gonna click it and you'll click trade, and then you see that if you click market execution, it pulls down the drop down, and so now you have the other options. So let's just say that we were trying to do a buy limit. If you click buy limit, you see it pops up the other tab for price. So when you go to market execution, it's only take profit and stop loss, but all the other ones have all 3 tabs. So it's currently at 0.02, which is 20 cents. So that's how much the units are measured in trading. It's not 2 cents, it's actually 20 cents in trading. Of course, US dollars are different, but this is trading, so it's not the US price. All right, and so that is how you do it. You'll put in your prediction numbers. So if you were doing your analysis and everything, if you did your support lines and your resistant lines, you'll be adding that here, and you'll be able to say, okay, based on my support line, I think that my stop loss will be around this number. You know, it has a little chart here for you. You can actually see I have some lines here. You can use these buttons. You see we're on the 15-minute. Right here in the corner, it'll show your time. And yeah, it's pretty simple and it's not that hard, guys. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and practice. Use your demo account before you use your main account, and this will really help you out. So, all right, so we have completed our part 7. You guys have just placed a trade. So if you haven't already, you'll go ahead and press place, and your trade will be placed based on your prediction. If you guys want me to make a video just to show you guys through the app maybe how that is, but again, these step-by-step processes is linked for the document for the trading basics, so you can see exactly what I wrote here. This is your cheat sheet. You can live by this, okay, and you'll be good. So go ahead and have a wonderful rest of your day. If you haven't already, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what type of videos you guys want to see in the future. Thank you so much. Bye.